is Jason from Blue Weather. If you like weather-related information, please like and subscribe below. Alright guys, we've got a big cool down coming. Right after this coming weekend into the first of next week. Probably have about 4 to 5 days for most people that it'll cool down a good bit. Probably like Monday through Thursday. Just depends on what part of the East Coast that you're on. Let's look at the European model here. Here on August the 18th, you see that it starts to make a trough, a high ridge in the west and a trough here in the East Coast. You know, if you had a setup like this during the wintertime, that would be a biggie snowstorm if you had the moisture. So, you know, hopefully this kind of a setup will stick around during the wintertime, so some of us snow lovers could get bombed with a bunch of snow. But right now, it's summertime, so it's not going to happen right now. So that's at August the 18th. Then you look at August the 19th, it still shows it here on the European model. And look how deep that it shows it into the south going into Thursday the 20th. Now look at the Canadian model. It shows it down into the deep south. That is August the 19th. Now look at the temperatures. Now the GSF model doesn't see it as deep and as far south as what the Canadian and Euro sees it, but you can still see that it does see a cool down. If you look right north of West Virginia to Ohio, Indiana, up to the Great Lakes, you can see where that cooler air starts coming down even on this model on the 18th. And you can see it gets a little bit deeper in the 19th where you see those 70s at. And the GSF parallel, now it sees it a whole lot better than what the GSF does. And you can see it coming down through the middle part of the country there and working the trough down into the eastern side of the country next week. And here it is towards the middle of next week, and it shows a really nice trough. You can see that heat ridge running from Texas all the way up into the Dakotas up there in the north. But it just means it's going to be cool on our side of the country over here. The Canadian model shows a real nice dip in temperatures. I would say that a lot of these temperatures, you're probably looking at anywhere from 10 degrees or so cooler than what we normally see this time of the year, which is huge for August, really, if you think about it. I mean, come on, you look at this Canadian model right here, showing 72 in Charleston, West Virginia, upper 60s in Kentucky. Now, I'm not saying that it'll be in the upper 60s, but I'm just saying that a drastic drop in the temperatures is showing on these models compared to what we normally see for August. See, it shows it here on this one here for the middle of the week for a Canadian model, showing way down into Tennessee 70, 71 degrees. That's a big deal. That means your mountains a whole lot colder. And that's the last slide that I have. I just wanted to give you a heads up. Like I said, this will probably start filtering into the East Coast this coming Monday. And most of the week next week, we'll have some comfortable temps. And don't forget, we're going into a storming pattern too, to where you can see daily thunderstorms starting about the middle of this week. But like I said, there's going to be a big trough come down the East Coast. It's going to give us some nice temperatures to deal with for August. Guys, you have a good one.